Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the Kitty G. I'm back again with another video. How's it going? How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing this evening? It is a good evening for me, at least. I'm not worried about Arsenal. I'm not worried about everything, but I have a big plethora of news to go through, a lot of stuff to go through. So let's get started. First thing I need you guys to do me a favor, smash a like on the video. If you're watching on the playback or you're watching live, do me a favor, smash a like on the video. If you're watching live, you guys can put your comments in and I'll read your comments throughout the video. And if you're watching on the playback, you can just skip ahead straight to the timestamps that you want to see, what you need to see, right? So what are we going to be talking about today? We're going to be talking about a bunch of things. First thing we're going to be talking about Mikel Arteta and Stan Kroenke's stance on sacking Mikel Arteta and the possibility of a spending spree in the summer. Also, we're going to be talking about if Mikel Arteta does stay past the summer, what he will be doing in the coming months. We'll also be discussing Ben White. There's been a rumor Arsenal are interested in Ben White. There's quotes coming out from Nicolas Pepe versus Villarreal, and the Unai Emery quotes are coming back to haunt Unai Emery if Pepe takes that personal and starts off very on fire in the next game, if he does start indeed. Then we're also going to be getting into the whole situation with the false nine and Arteta making a mistake, in my opinion, playing a false nine against Villarreal in the first leg. And has he learned his lesson? We need a striker up front. We need either Aubameyang or Lacazette up top, in my opinion. We'll also be getting into more in depth in some of these signings that we possibly could be targeting. I've heard names like Waghorse, in my opinion, not even interested at all. I've heard guys like the guy at Brighton, what's his name? The Belgian guy, I forget him, Trossard. Why are we being linked to Trossard? Yo, the standards of this club are on the floor, literally on the floor at this point. And guys are saying it's my fault because I'm back in Arteta. Get out of here, man. The standards have been on the floor for a long time. But first things first, let's get started. Before we get to the Arteta stuff, I need to ask you a question. Would you guys take Ben White? Would you take Ben White? Would you take Ben White at Arsenal? I genuinely want to know. Is Ben White somebody you'd consider at this club? Do you think he's good enough for Arsenal Football Club? Do you think Ben White is a good enough footballer to play for Arsenal? Do you think we need another center back that, in my opinion, might not cut the mustard? Huh? Let me ask you guys this in the comment section. Let me know. Let me know. Ben White, is he of the level of Arsenal? You have Skill said no. You got Will said no. Eman said no. Will again said no. Daryl said no. Will is saying no every 2 seconds. Eman saying maybe. Skills is saying we need world-class center backs. I agree. Ben White is good. Arsenal need experienced defenders, not young ones. That's a great point right there. Great point right there. We need Koundé. Not so fast. Not so fast. I'm not interested in Koundé. I feel like we need better quality center backs. We need higher quality center backs. We need center backs that we have. Saliba already. We have Gabriel. We have David Luiz. We have Holding. We have all these guys. If we're gonna buy a center back, we don't want another squad player. We want a first team, first choice, starting from the beginning of the season, playing every single game center back. And in my opinion, if you're gonna go spend money on a center back this summer, we have bigger issues. And if I'm going to buy a center back, I don't want another David Luiz level center back. I don't want a center back who has issues. I want a top level center back who comes in and we can say, you know what, he's improving our defense, either with his leadership and experience, because we do need experienced defenders, or either with his all-around know-how and ability to shut down defenders and his ability to get out wide, one-on-one defensive situations. He's good in one-on-one defensive situations, and we need the height and physicality. That's where Koundé, for me, as a 5'9" center back, won't cut it in the Premier League. And that's what I gotta say. How are you doing? I'm doing well. How you guys doing? How's everyone in the chat going on today? Big up to everybody. We got Kimpembe. Yo, I rate Kimpembe, but I don't think he's gonna leave PSG for Arsenal. Let's be real. Is Kimpembe gonna leave PSG for Arsenal? Not anytime soon, ladies and gentlemen. Let's be real. Kimpembe is going to most likely stay at PSG for the foreseeable future. For the foreseeable future, I do see Kimpembe staying at PSG. That is what I think. I think he's going to stay at PSG. But once again, for the people who are just getting in, if you don't know, the first opening question is, what do you guys think about Ben White? What do you guys think about Ben White? Are you interested in Ben White? The question is, would you take Ben White at Arsenal? I don't know. I'm not interested in Ben White. I don't think Ben White is the type of baller that we need. I don't think Ben White is the type of baller that we need. But yeah, you guys let me know what you guys think in the comment section about Ben White. We'll get into the next thing. Now let's talk about the standards at this club. The standards at this club are falling every single week. Every single week I see us linked to worse and worse players. We've been linked to the worst of the worst lately. Like, we've been linked to players that are not even good enough to play in our they wouldn't be good enough to play in our B team before. That's how bad it is nowadays. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. Really. Like, I'm not saying Ben White's a bad player, but when we're getting linked to Trossard, when we're being linked to the next player we're being linked to, you guys are going to laugh. You know who Arsenal was linked to today? We were linked to Glen Kamara. They said Glen Kamara. Yo, these guys are having a laugh. They're actually having a laugh. Look at this. Glen Kamara. Glen Kamara. The man at Rangers. Okay, yo. Guys, have you guys seen this? Glen Kamara is being linked to Arsenal today. Let me show you this. You guys won't believe it. Glen Kamara is being linked to Arsenal today by numerous sources. Like, I myself was shocked when I seen this. When I seen this, I was like, yo, this is a shocking one. Like, Glen Kamara is being linked to Arsenal. Rangers set their price for Glen Kamara. Arsenal wants him as a cheaper alternative. What? So we're looking at Glen Kamara now as a midfield option. I swear we had him. Was he not an academy player for us? Was he not already at Arsenal? Like, why are we after Glen Kamara? I don't know what's going on, people. I have no idea what's going on at this club. You guys tell me. Is Glen Kamara someone seriously we should be considering? I don't think so. I genuinely don't think so. But Glen Kamara has been a talking point. As I was just going around the internet, looking around the internet, they're talking about Glen Kamara. We're not talking about Houssam Aouar and Jack Grealish to Arsenal no more. We're talking about Glen Kamara to Arsenal. What the hell is going on? Bro, you can watch the Rangers and say, yo, he's a baller, this is that. But come on, I'm just saying, we're shopping at Tesco. We're shopping at Tesco, man. We're literally shopping at Tesco. We're no longer shopping with Bayern Munich. We're no longer shopping with the top of the top. This is who we're linked to today. This is who we're linked to today. We're linked to Glen Kamara. Bro, first Ben White, now Glen Kamara. This is a joke thing. It's a joke. Absolute joke. Like, why are we being linked to Glen Kamara? God knows. God knows why we're being linked to Glen Kamara, but these guys are trolling. They're trolling. They're trolling. They're actually trolling us. They're actually trolling us. Like, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. But why is this even a rumor? Why is even why is anyone even talking about this? Why am I even entertaining this right now? I don't know. But all I know is they are absolutely trolling us. These guys are trolling us. Somebody who's making these rumors are just trying to piss us off as fans. I genuinely believe they're just trying to piss us off. That's all they care about. They just want to piss us off. They want to piss us off. They don't want us to be happy. They don't want us to be happy. Let me show you more guys we're linked to. Let me show you more people we're linked to. You guys are gonna laugh. Guess. I'm not disrespecting Glen Kamara. He can be a baller. I'm not disrespecting him. I'm just saying, Arsenal Football Club, we need to sign ready-made players that can get us into the Champions League. I don't think Glen Kamara is going to be a solution for that. I'm sorry. But here's more players we're linked to today. Here's more players that we've been linked to throughout the past couple of weeks. We have been linked to Trossard. We've been linked to. Yo, the standards have fallen. Trossard, I don't think so. I'm sorry. I don't think so. I don't want Trossard. Okay? I don't want Trossard. We've also been linked to. If you guys know who he is, we've also been linked to the man over there in Germany, Waghorse. We've been linked to Waghorse. Like, We went from trying to sign Mbappe for 4 or 5 years ago, trying to sign top level players like Benzema and Higuain and Luis Suarez, to now signing players like Waghorse. Like, I get it, Waghorse is scoring a lot of goals over there in Germany, but there's something called Bundesliga tax. I genuinely believe that there's something called Bundesliga tax. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think Waghorse is good enough to play at a mid-table club pushing top 6. That's what Baz says. Okay. Don't mean Trossard's the new Messi. What do you mean Trossard's the new Messi? Come on, you guys are bantering. You guys are bantering us at this point. Absolute bantering us. Absolute banter. Nah, I ain't having it. I ain't having it. I ain't having it. None of that. None of that, man. The standards of this club have fallen too much. I think at this point, people are so desperate to improve the quality of the squad. But when you sign dead players, I'm not okay. Dead players is harsh. Dead players is harsh. But when you sign lesser quality players, the standards of the club have fallen. The standards of the club have fallen. Definitely have fallen. Definitely have fallen. That's just not good. We have been linked to a player, though. We have been linked to a player. We have been linked to a player that I need to discuss. Let's discuss this. There is a player that we have been linked to today. We've been linked to the Rodriguez guy, if you guys have heard of him. What's his name? Something Rodriguez. Let me find him. He plays for Betis. His name is Rodriguez. I think he's a midfielder. Gendo's Rodriguez. Yeah, I found it. So we're being touted to get him. He apparently has a release clause, right? So if he has a release clause, it does make it easier for us to sign him. Doesn't really get much goals from the midfield, though. That's the problem. Do we need another midfielder who can't really get goals from the midfield? I'm not sure. Is he a good player? I don't know too much about him. Guys, tell me more about this guy. Tell me more about this guy, please, because I don't know too much about this guy. I haven't heard too much about him. I haven't seen too much about him. I haven't read too much about him. I haven't done my full homework on this kid. But apparently Arsenal's looking at him. Apparently we're looking to sign him. Apparently he is a good player. So let's go find out a little bit more about him. I'll take the journey with me as we find out more about this guy. Right? So his name is, how do you say this?
Guido Rodriguez.
Guido Rodriguez, that's his name. And apparently Arsenal is close to signing a deal for Guido Rodriguez. And he currently plays for Real Betis. He is going to help our midfield, of course, because we're going to be losing the likes of Dani Ceballos, Odegaard back to Real Madrid. We're going to try to get rid of El Neni. Some people don't want Granit Xhaka, but here's a little bit of reporting from what they say about this guy. So let's just hear about it. Let's see what we can find on him, right? Let's see what we can find. So I'm going to go Google Images, pull up some images so you guys can see what he looks like if you don't know what he looks like. Because you know what? Whenever we're linked to a player, we have to find out what they look like because we don't know majority of the players we're linked to. Arsenal's always linked to, you know we're Blues Clues. We're always linked to players that no one knows what they look like. So this is what the guy looks like, first of all. This is the guy. This is who we're linked to. I don't know anything about him, but we're gonna find out more about him right now, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna find out more about him right now as we speak. Let's go find out more about him. Tell me if you guys have seen him before, if you guys have seen him play. How does he play? What is he like? What is he like as a baller? Right? What is he like as a baller? Arsenal are now following Daniel Ike on Twitter. I'm getting there. You're jumping ahead. You're jumping ahead. You're jumping a little bit ahead of me, mate. You're jumping a little bit ahead of me. You know what? I'll cover that next. But first, let's just talk about this guy. Let's just talk about this guy. Tell me, what do you guys know about this guy? I'm not seeing many comments. Okay. I'll tell you what I know about him. I know that he's Argentinian. He's a professional footballer, plays for Real Betis. He's 27, so he's on the mature side. He's played 31 games this season in La Liga. His price value is about 16 million on Transfermarkt, but apparently he's worth about 65 million, something across that region. and it doesn't make sense. But here, let's read a little bit more of what it says. Let's read. Let's get this to read out more of what it says. Here we go.
The Gunners are in the market for midfield reinforcements this summer, with Real Madrid loanee Dani Ceballos increasingly likely to return to his parent club at the end of the campaign. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta is understood to have earmarked Rodriguez as his top target to replace Ceballos, and Estadio Deportivo reports that the two clubs are now close to reaching an agreement.
Okay, so reports are that the two clubs are about to reach an agreement. But what kind of agreement are they close to be reaching? By the way, so
the 27-year-old has a release clause of £69.5 million in his contract at Betis, but the Spanish outfit's financial difficulties mean that they're likely to be forced to sell him at a reduced price. Arsenal could still splash around €50 million, £43.3 million, on the Argentine midfielder, though, earning Betis a significant profit, having only spent around £6 million on him last year. Rodriguez is a defensive midfielder and has featured 31 times for Betis in La Liga this season, scoring 1 goal and amassing 10 yellow cards.
Okay, so you guys heard it there first. This is a little bit more about the guy, and so that's what we've learned about him so far, right? So we move on. This is what we know about him. We know that Arsenal is trying to buy him. He's going to cost around £43 million to €50 million in order for us to get him. Is he worth that? I don't know. What type of player profile he is? He's a defensive midfielder who's played 31 games this season. He scored 1 goal. He's gotten 10 yellow cards, and that's what we know about him so far. If the more this story goes on, I'll do more research on him and I'll tell you more about him. But this is what I know about him so far, and hopefully we'll find out more about him in the near future. Sahal, do you know anything about this guy?
I have nothing. I really don't know this guy. Just heard it from you. And basically, the only thing I'm gonna say about this that I tweeted. No, I didn't tweet. I put it in our chat group that the Kroenke'S have only invested 15 million in the past since 2010. Since last year, they only invested 15 million into our their own money into the club. 15 million only, which as I told you before, this stupid thing that we now Thomas Partey money was our own money. It wasn't the Kroenke'S money. It was our own money. We had enough. We didn't have enough for Husam Awa, and that's the only reason we bought Thomas Partey in the first reason. And the second thing is that clear evidence on the group chat by Swiss Ramble that Kroenke'S only spent 15 million. They invested 15 million into the playing like their own money into the club, which shows you clearly the Kroenke'S do not care. They're not going to invest this summer. We're going to be left again with a lacking transfer budget, and the same thing will happen again where we're not going to get the players that we need. Even if we sell a couple of players, we're not going to have the finances to do everything that we need, because we need loads of players. We need 7-8 players to come in different positions. You know the Kroenke is not going to do this. So it's, again, next summer is going to be a long summer, but we see what happens end of the day.
Okay. I was going to move on the topic, right? So just before I move on, I'm going to move on the topic to this right here. If you guys cannot see what I'm showing you, there it is. So Daniel Ike is now being followed by Arsenal. Something, nothing, or everything. People in the comments, Sahal, Gunnar Express, something, nothing, or everything. What is this? Hello, guys?
Yeah, what's up? I was waiting for Sahal, but it's nothing. It's just they're doing it to, just to basically make the fans happy. That's all it is. It's to get us doing what we're doing right now. The more excited that we get, the more we want to go to games, etc., and the more that we spend on the Kroenke'S. So for me, it's just a way of pushing up that PR in terms of, oh yeah, we're friends with the fans, this and that. We're going to get you excited and then give you nothing back. So it's just what it is. Like, at the end of the day, he's a famous person who's an Arsenal fan. They're going to follow him anyway. So
yeah. Igal, have you explained the Arteta thing? No, I have not explained that yet. I will explain that in a bit. You're not an attractive club. Yes, it's something. Someone says everything. Daniel Ek, Daniel Ek, not Daniel Ek. Sorry. Nothing. LOL. It's the admin. Okay. Iga, it's nothing. Arsenal admin doesn't step on the pitch. LOL. Sahal, do you think it's something, nothing, or everything?
Nothing. It's just the admin, and he's probably gonna get fired for it.
No, it won't.
No,
The admin's a
come on,
Southampton
they're gonna
fan.
fire him, man. Let's be
The
honest.
admin's a
We're not gonna
Southampton
hear
fan.
about it, but I guarantee you.
I hope he gets sacked. He's a Southampton fan. Why is it a Southampton fan that Arsenal, social
anyways,
media
I never liked him anyways. Man.
contributor?
My man always does the team sheets late. I never liked him anyway, so fire his ass while we're here. It's true.
Yo, you guys
Does
heard
this
it
guy
here
ever get
first.
the team sheet on time? Does this guy ever get the team sheet on time? Ever?
Nope. Dude,
Never.
the fact when one football's beating you in terms of team sheets, then there's something going wrong.
Oh my god.
Because one
You
football's
guys
usually
kill
quite late as well.
Okay, you guys killed me. Everyone is waiting for the Arteta news. But before we get to Arteta news, let me just ask you guys this. Have you guys heard about the fans are returning to the stadium?
No, they shouldn't.
Okay, elaborate.
If you want the Kroenke'S gone, don't go to the games. That's the biggest it's the biggest amount of hypocrisy I'll ever hear. If an Arsenal fan who doesn't want Kroenke to stay then goes back to the stadium on the first opportunity to go, then don't say Kroenke out, because at the end of the day, you're not contributing. You're giving him money, which is exactly what you don't do. So any Arsenal fan that goes, and if they're going to keep spouting the Kroenke out stuff, then don't, because you're the one ruining it for everybody else.
So you're saying it's hypocritical.
If someone has said openly Kroenke out, this and that, and then they proceed to go, yes. If you haven't said anything about it and you go, then no, that's not hypocrisy. That's not hypocrisy.
Okay, just to let everyone know, I was offered an opportunity to get free tickets to go to the game versus Brighton. I turned it down, but I notified people on my Twitter who wanted to go, who are Red members, that they could sign up as a volunteer to go. Now luckily the volunteer slots have been filled up, and I've helped 4 to 5 people get free tickets. But I myself, I'm not going to go to any games for the remainder of the season. Right? What do you guys think in the comment section? Do you guys think it's hypocritical to go to these games, or are you, if you were offered a free ticket, would you still go?
I wouldn't go at all.
Sahal, would you go?
Honestly, I will not go to any game until the Kroenke'S leave. Anyways, I'm too busy to go anyways, but if I had the opportunity to go, I'm never going to go to Kroenke. If Kroenke's in charge, I ain't going. Hopefully, when I'm free and Daniel Ek bought the club, I will definitely go one day, because I haven't gone actually. I think I went to the Emirates once in my life, so I definitely want to go to the Emirates again. I definitely want to see Arsenal, because I don't watch all. I don't have the opportunity to go. I don't have the opportunity to go week in and week out. I don't think I even bought an Arsenal kit in forever. Like, honestly, I never bought Arsenal kit because I felt like, not because of Kroenke, I felt like not embarrassed, but I feel like I didn't want to wear an Arsenal kit because I didn't like what was going around the club around these times. So I don't buy kits or anything. So it'd be nice if Daniel Ek buys the club. I'd be so excited. I'd be buying kits, maybe go to a game. I love that, but hopefully he does buy the club.
Let me say something. Big up to all the people saying it's hypocritical. Big up to the people saying, you know what, ticket sales are not going to stop. Big up to everybody in the comment section. But I'm here to hear your opinion. So let me know what you guys think. I generally feel like there's the 10,000 seats will still be sold out. They're still going to go. The fans are still going to go. Nothing's going to stop them. Even though we're going to do Kroenke out campaigns, there's still going to be people who are going to go to the games that don't agree with the Kroenke out campaign. There's people who don't agree with the Kroenke out campaign, as we know already. So let's not get angry. And you know what? Thursday, unfortunately, I won't be able to go Thursday, right? Because I don't live in London, and it's going to be a long trip for me to get down there on a Thursday. But if it was on a weekend, I would definitely be there. The fact that it's on a Thursday, I won't be there on this Thursday. But I still support anyone who does go, even though there's people who don't think it's a good idea to protest on a match day. People are still going to protest. And there's a Spurs fan in here. You know what? Big up the Spurs fan right here. He said he doesn't buy merchandise for the past 5 years. You know what I mean? And he doesn't, and he wants to basically get his owners out. And this isn't enough at all. He needs the fans to help out. And when we have enough, we can defeat these owners. You know what? He's right. He's right. He's right. You need a collective. Now, you know what someone said to me earlier today? They said, if we win the Europa League, the Kroenke'S are going to stay. Are you willing to risk that?
No, I'd rather lose it.
I'd rather lose it. As I said before, I honestly think if we lose the Europa League, they're gone. They're gone. If we win, they're staying for another year at least. But if they lose, they are literally on the edge of leaving. They'd be gone. I think they'd be gone. I put my money on the line here. If we lose the Europa League, I think they're gone. There's no more ace to play. There's no more cards to be dealt with. The game is over. It's done. The Kroenke'S are willing to sell. What else is there? The price point is going to be set once the Champions League money ain't there. The money's been dried. No fans going to the stadiums. They're losing money due to COVID. Shirt sales are down. Everything is down. If we don't get them out now, I don't know when. If they don't sell the club now, especially if we don't win the Europa League, I don't know when they will leave. I will give up. If they don't sell it.
Okay. I'm gonna set up a poll, but before I set up the poll, let me ask the people in the comment section, because Gunnar Express, there's Dizzy says he still doesn't care. He wants to win the Europa League. My guy here says he'd rather lose. I want to lose. All or nothing on Thursday says skills. So he's still saying, you know what, all or nothing. Respect Dizzy. My guy says, you know what? Some people are agreeing with each other. Some people are agreeing with Sahal. We need to lose the Europa League final so the Kroenke family leaves. And if we lose and they don't leave, ? Interesting. So I'll throw it to you, Gunnar Express. If we lose and they don't leave, what do we do?
Well, I just don't see that happening. Personally, I think they're going to leave either way, but the safest option is losing it. I think I know a lot of people are going to say now, me and Sahal will definitely be called fake fans, that we accept mediocrity because we want to lose, etc. But my question would be this: what would you rather have? One Europa League win, but then be 10th for the next 5 years, or lose the Europa League and have Daniel Ek come in immediately in the summer? Obviously, that won't happen, but for the future of Arsenal Football Club, losing this Europa League is probably the best thing we could do. I don't want the players to go out there and purposely get smashed 8-0, but I don't see us winning it anyway. So my thought process is this: if we're going to lose it anyway, get knocked out in the semis so that we don't lose to Man United, because the embarrassment there will be massive. And obviously get the Kroenke'S out. But I just don't see that happening personally. I think obviously the Kroenke'S will be screaming at Arteta to win this thing, so he's gonna have to at least try. But yeah, I care more about the future of Arsenal Football Club than I do one Europa League title. Like, at the end of the day, the Europa League is not even the best European competition. If it was a Champions League, it'd be much different, but it isn't. It's a Europa League. So I'm fine with sacrificing that for the future of Arsenal Football Club.
Yo, I think you put it well there. Guys, want to know my thoughts? I want to win the Europa League because I feel like win or lose, the Kroenke'S have already decided if they're going to sell. So I don't think outcome of us losing the Europa League or winning the Europa League will be the cog that makes them sell. They've set the price and they've sold, and they've already told that they were going to sell 2 years ago. If we win the Europa League, we're a better outfit for the people who buy us. If we lose the Europa League, we're a worse outfit for the people who buy us. I would rather us win the Europa League and worry about everything later, because as a fan, I want to win every game, and that's my thought process. And I respect your opinion for people who want to still lose, but that's just my thoughts behind it. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I understand, man, bro. I'm not gonna say that you're a fake fan. No, bro. I know you're a true fan, but my opinion is the same as Guido Express. I honestly believe if we win the Europa League, there's a slight chance they might stay for another year. I am not willing to take if it was my choice, I would take the loss. I would take the loss any day, because I believe if we lose, the Kroenke'S are out. They got nothing else anymore. I think they're gone. But if they win, there could be a slight chance they stay for another year. I can't even let them. I don't want them to stay even a year. I'd rather be gone. I'd rather be 10th. And let's restart everything. Let's restart everything, and let's start a new journey, a new project, a new fresh ideas, new fresh everything, new fresh investments, and then we can. If we don't become successful under a new owner, that's a different subject. But let's be honest, guys. We never can be successful under the Kroenke'S. Let's be honest. Never, ever. I believe Igal just left. What's your thoughts about that, Guna?
Well, yeah, I've seen some comments saying things, on the lines of, "Oh, Eck isn't just going to magically turn up, this and that." I didn't say that. I actually said, hypothetically, if he was to come in, if it's guaranteed that he's going to join us, I would rather lose it. Because as someone else is saying in the comments, the Europa League isn't a trophy that you want to be running around and parading, because it's nothing massive. You don't see Man United fans still celebrating their Europa League win that they won a few years ago. It's not that big a deal. If it was a Champions League, I would want to win it. I don't care. If it meant keeping the Kroenke'S, I'd still want to win it. But it isn't. And again, we've lost this trophy once. We've already pretty much forgotten about that day in Baku, whether you want to accept it or not. I would rather just accept the loss, because I don't think we're going to win it anyway. I seriously don't. Okay. I don't see how this team's going to beat Man United. I seriously don't. So just take the loss and move on. Get the new guy in, become a better club and win a Champions League trophy.
So you're saying just take the L and move on.
Yep.
I hear that. And I hear why a lot of fans will disagree with you there too.
Yeah, I understand as well. I'm not obviously trying to... I agree with everyone's opinion. It's a difficult one. This is what I'm saying. The fact that the owners are currently putting us in this situation shows how poor they are. No fan of any football club should have to debate on whether they should lose a trophy or not to get rid of an owner.
I still want the social media classical though.
Yeah, I agree. That would be funny, but if
Bro,
we lose
no,
it,
man, no. It's such an Arsenal thing to do. Yeah, we turn up in the final and we somehow win it. Such an Arsenal thing, bro.
No, it's the Manchester United thing for them to lose in the final to us.
I will bet you right now, yeah, if we somehow fluke our way to the final, we're winning it.
No, I agree. I agree.
Let's do that. Okay, yeah, stop. Let me stop you guys there. We need to bring it back on track.
We're winning it.
Yeah. We need to bring it back on track. There's a lot of people here, and they came for a specific reason. They came for the headline story. And the headline story is, you guys know what it is. Let me get it out for you guys again. Arsenal chief Stan Kroenke stands on Mikel Arteta's sacking and the summer spending spree. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Time for me to break it down for you guys. Okay. So what minute is it? 33. Let me just timestamp that. Or no, I'll just do 34. So for the people who are watching on the playback, but yeah, people in the chat, what do you honestly? This story is a juicy one. Get ready, and yo, Sahal and Thing, if you can mute yourselves, and let's get this show on the road.
Arsenal chief Stan Kroenke's stance on Mikel Arteta sacking and summer spending spree. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta has been tipped for the sack amid their difficult Premier League campaign. Arsenal owner Stan Kroenke has told Mikel Arteta his job at the Emirates Stadium is safe, according to reports. The Spaniard has overseen a problematic Premier League campaign, with the Gunners sitting 9th in the table. However, Kroenke is likely to spend big this summer to lift some of the doom and gloom that has engulfed the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal fans thought they were set for a good season under Arteta after the Spaniard scooped the FA Cup and Community Shield trophies. However, the Gunners have struggled in the Premier League and are currently likely to miss out on Champions League football for the 4th season on the trot. Talk of Arsenal potentially sacking Arteta has started to gather pace again in recent times, especially with managers such as Massimiliano Allegri and Eddie Howe currently on the market. But Eurosport says Kroenke has assured the Spaniard he'll still be in charge next season. The report acknowledges how recent protests over the American's ownership could deter him from sanctioning a big summer spending spree. However, it appears that isn't the case. Kroenke is willing to back Arsenal in this summer's transfer window, mindful they need reinforcements if they're to climb up the table and challenge for the title. Yet there are some issues behind the scenes. Figures close to Arsenal are said to feel there's a lack of understanding at the top level of the club about the type of players that will be interested in moving. There are concerns that some of the higher profile targets won't be interesting, especially with no Champions League football to offer.
Okay. So that is a report, and the reason why I wanted it to be read out to you guys, so I didn't misconstrue it or anything, or change it or alter it at all. Exactly as I heard it, I wanted to get it delivered to you guys. So you guys heard what it said. He said Arteta is not being sacked, okay, and he's been promised that he's going to be going until the summer. Also, he said that even though there's people out there like Eddie Howe and Maximiliano Allegri, they're not looking to sack Arteta and replace him as of right now. They're also trying to possibly spend money in the summer transfer window. So after hearing all that, people in the comment section, what are you saying? I see the people in the comment section seem to be very like mixed feelings. First of all, robot voice, of course. Stan Kroenke's a clown. He's a sidekick mate. Arteta, are you talking about Arteta as a sidekick? Kroenke's a clown. Defo Cams, Iga, how are you? I'm good. Spending, this guy isn't spending this summer. I don't think he will. People are saying, damn, I want Arteta gone. People are saying, I can't even spend 50 million. If we end up having a decent money to spend in the summer, don't let it fool you. If we need him out, we need our DNA back in our squad. Get Kroenke out. I hear you. I don't want Arteta to stay for the summer. Okay. Current Arsenal, nobody wants to go to a mid-table low club. Wow. He's chatting bullshit. Y'all barking Arteta, but even Klopp finished 8th in his first full season. You got someone backing Arteta there. And then let's start spending with our new owner. There you go. Sahal, thoughts on the whole article?
Whoever thinks this is true, literally, you must be sleeping for the last 14 years or something. Kroenke'S will not spend. As I told you, Swiss Rumble did thing about spending. The Kroenke'S has spent 15 million of their own money into Arsenal. 15 million only.
Can I show you what he said again one more time, just in case you missed it, for the people who missed it? Sahal, this is what his exact words were.
Arsenal owner Stan Kroenke has told Mikel Arteta his job at the Emirates Stadium is safe, according to reports. The Spaniard has overseen a problematic Premier League campaign, with the Gunners sitting 9th in the table. However, Kroenke is likely to spend big this summer to lift some of the doom and gloom that has engulfed the Emirates Stadium.
That's what he said. So he's going to try to spend to lift some of the anger and doom and gloom. So he's basically saying he's only spending because everyone's angry and going mad. He's telling us as it is. Sahal, you're on mute. Guido Express, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
Like Sahal said, rubbish. How do we know Kroenke's actually said that? It's not his direct quotes. It's reports of what he said. And again, how do these people know what he's saying? I don't get this. Like, what are they just there with him when he's talking about this
the
stuff?
report was, listen, the article is written by the person who is reporting the report. His name is he's a publisher. His name is Jack Otway, who works for the Express.
So how does he know what they're saying? It's just a bunch of Kroenke PR rubbish. It's just, oh yeah, we messed up. We'll say it like we do every single season. He thinks we're stupid. For me, this is completely stupid. He thinks that we're that dumb that we're going to and to be honest, you have to give him the props because we are. How many seasons have we listened to this and believed it? Too many. So he's going to keep doing it and doing it and doing it until the one season when we finally wake up to it and say, no, you're lying. You're not going to spend. We need you to go, and we're going to keep putting the pressure on you. So I hope to God that the fans that are protesting don't listen to this just rubbish, and they keep going to the protests and they keep getting Kroenke out because he's lying. It's a blatant lie. And at the end of the day, yeah, this Mikel Arteta thing and that he's staying, I do believe that, which is why Kroenke needs to go. Because, and the guy that said about Klopp, stop comparing Klopp to Arteta, please. Klopp, before he went to Liverpool, was a DFB Pokal winner at Borussia Dortmund. He was an experienced manager at a top level. Arteta isn't. So just stop comparing them. Yeah, Arteta is not good enough. That's my opinion. And I think that's a lot of Arsenal fans' opinions. And if we lose on Thursday, that will be a lot more Arsenal fans' opinions. And if Kroenke's already now saying that he's going to stay anyway, how do you know that Arteta is actually going to try on Thursday? He has no pressure on him. He has no motivation other than, I could win a trophy. That's it. So, again, Kroenke does not care about winning trophies. Otherwise, he will be threatening Arteta with his job unless he wins on Thursday. And he isn't doing that. So, at the end of the day, yeah, don't be surprised if we lose on Thursday because he's staying anyway. So, what does he have to lose? Nothing.
Okay. So here's the stance on Arteta's job, by the way. So Arteta's job is safe and remains. Let me just get the robot to read it again for you guys.
Arteta's safe. Mikel Arteta's job at Arsenal remained safe, and there is an expectation that he will now be given extra funds for the next transfer window. Protests around Emirates Stadium calling for current owners KSE to sell the club are unlikely to lead to any change.
So they're trying to say by the way, this is Eurosports, the actual TV channel, saying all this protest stuff won't lead to any change. They're literally telling us fans they don't think it's going to lead to any change, right? And then this is the second part to that article.
In fact, Stan Kroenke is more likely to dig into his pocket to try to placate the anger and bid to enhance the team's chances of a better campaign next time around. One clear problem, though, is the club's current status, as they sit 9th in the Premier League. Figures close to Arsenal believe there is a lack of understanding at the top level of the club about the type of players that will be interested in joining in the summer. With the team struggling to produce convincing performances under Mikel Arteta, there is a feeling that big-name players on their shortlists may not be interested. Arteta has been assured again that his job at Arsenal is safe, so he may have to use his own persuasion tactics to sign talent, just as he did with the loan of Martin Odegaard.
Thoughts?
I don't believe anything this guy's saying. This editor of the Express. I mean, when was the Express? A dedicated.
This right here is Eurosports chief writer.
All right, okay. But yeah, I mean, still, I don't believe it. Again, this happens every single year that something goes wrong at Arsenal. It's Kroenke said he's going to spend, he's going to back the manager, we're going to buy this guy, that guy, the next guy. And then we go and buy Granit Xhaka and Mustafi instead. We spend barely any money, and we just get worse every single season. And as I said, the fans please don't believe it. It's just a bunch of rubbish. We've done it every single season, and look where we are now. So stop listening to it. Go to the protests. Don't buy merchandise. Don't buy anything, and get this guy out. That's it. That's the only solution now. This guy has had so many chances to get the fans back on his side. And for me, he flopped. He's failed completely. He's a liar and he needs to go. So as I said, it's not, I can have this opinion, but if the majority of fans have the opinion that we're going to believe him, we're screwed. That's it. We're screwed. So the majority of fans need to not believe this. Keep doing what we're doing because it's working, obviously. And hope that Ek can come in and save us because that's what he is right now. He will save our club. That's it.
Okay, so that was the main story of the day. I put the link out for anyone else who wants to jump on. Let's read some of these comments. So going back from up here, you got Alpha Vision saying Kesh and Iga as owners are better than these scum. I can see them buying Haaland and Basuma. Oh man, I wish. Big up Sean. Sean's in the chat. Sean's gonna come on in a second.
Big up Sean.
Man saying, damn, the robot voice gives me a Siggy feeling. What? What does that mean? Oh, man. Jay Lings is also in the chat. Big up Jay Lings. Arteta is a puppet. Wow. Do you think so? I don't think Arteta's a puppet.
I do. I think Wenger was as well for the later years.
Okay, Daniel EK will save the club. I agree. Sean is here. Big up Sean. Sean, what are you saying, Sean?
Kroenke has to go.
I agree, Sean, 100%.
Yeah.
And do you think Arteta has to go also?
Yeah.
I love this guy. Big up, Sean. Sean, how do you think? What do you think the score is going to be versus Villarreal
Oh, when is that?
on Thursday?
Uh, 6-0 Arsenal.
My guy. Yo, Sean,
Confidence.
have a good one.
Yeah, and a bit Sean, man. Love, man.
I love that guy.
Big up,
Sean
Sean.
is always on point. Big up, Sean. Everyone in the chat. Yo, guys in the chat, if you want to come on, be like Sean. Come on the chat. Come on, show your energy. Show some energy. But yo, Kroenke'S, there's been a lot of conversation around Mikel Arteta copying Pep's strategy of the false nine and imitating it and doing it and employing it in our most important game. And also, there's another report. I don't know if you heard this, but DT brought this to my attention that, we got Jay Lings in the chat. Let's bring Jay Lings on. Jay Lings. Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
He brought to my attention that the fact that Arteta was about to sub off what's his name? Ceballos before he got the red card. And that Martinelli was warming up and the substitution was imminent, moments away from happening before the red card took place. And he told Martinelli to get fit. Start warming up immediately after he did the first tackle. So do you think Arteta does get an out for openly saying that he was moments away from subbing him off?
No, because first off, he can lie. Second off, I don't think he was lying. But at the end of the day, he should have been brought off at half-time. That's it. That was my thought process. He's on a yellow card already. He's being absolutely stupid on the pitch. He was the worst player playing on the pitch. And you've kept him on and you've risked it. He took that risk and it didn't pay off because you was too slow. And unfortunately, he got sent off. So I can't give him a pass on that. Again, there's no proof that Martinelli was even going to come on for Ceballos. How do you know he was going to come on for Ceballos? Because I don't have the confidence in Arteta to openly say that, yeah, he was going to make that substitution. Again, he's lied so much that I don't believe anything he says from now on, unless I see it in stone facts. And end of the day, he got sent off anyway. So
yeah,
nothing you
we
can do
got
about
Jasmine here. Jasmine, first time on the channel. Big up to you. Are you an Arsenal fan?
Yeah, man, I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm living in Canada.
Yeah?
Yeah, big up, man.
How long you been supporting Arsenal and what made you an Arsenal fan?
So it's funny, I was an Arsenal fan because I started playing FIFA with Arsenal like around 7 or 8 years ago. So that's how I got into Arsenal. I've been watching each and every match ever since. And we're going through some tough times right now, man.
And people in the chat, do me a favor. Everyone say hello to our new guest, Jasmine. And how do you pronounce your name? Jasmine, right?
Yeah, Jasmine. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, and we got Kirsten in the chat, so everyone give him a round of applause. Now, what's your thoughts on the article that I just read to everybody? Actually, I didn't read it. The robot voice read it, but
it's actually pretty scary seeing that our owner doesn't care where we are finishing and he's not ready to sack this manager. Because if there is an ambitious owner at our club, he would have definitely got rid of Arteta after finishing 9th, which is we're going to finish 9th or 10th, whatever. And about Mikel, I think we are paying him 6 million euros a year just for learning on the trade, because we took a huge gamble on him at the first place because he hadn't managed a top tier club ever. He was just a coach to Pep, so it was a huge gamble at the first place. And you see, he has treated people like Saliba, Martinelli, Pepe. He has done all of them dirty. And if there was a proper manager, he would have kept Saliba. We would have played Gabriel and Saliba right from the first match of the season, and played Martinelli more often, played Pepe more often, not signed Willian. So all of these decisions. I mean, if we as fans can know that, if we as fans know that we're not going to play, we should not play Willian. And then why is he, who is on £6 million a year, taking those decisions? And he should definitely be sacked, but of course our owners are not going to do anything about it because they don't care. They don't care, man. Yeah.
Wow. Now, just before, thank you for that call, man. You honestly very passionate. And if you do me a favor, follow me on Twitter, and if you ever want to come on again, I'll just send you the link to let you know.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that, man. Sure.
All right, man. Stick around 1 second. Next we got Kirsten. Kirsten, what are you saying?
I'm good, man. How's everyone today, man?
I'm good, man. Yo, so the article just came out that the Kroenke'S are not going to sack Arteta. They're going to give him until next summer, and that they're going to most likely spend money in order to appease the fans, and that they're not going to they're going to ignore the Kroenke out protests.
To be honest, spending money is all well and good, but for me, I've always said spending money in the right places is what you have to do, because you look at Arsenal, you spent quite a bit of money over the past 5 years, let's say, but you don't spend it correctly. You spend it on the likes of a Pepe or Willian. So when you spend money but you don't employ the right people to spend that money and use it, you're just gonna get the same results you've been getting as you've been getting for the past 5 years. So with that, it's not something. Well, obviously you want to see your club spend money, go out and buy these brilliant players, but it's just hard to get behind, when you've seen the same thing happen for the last 10 years, let's say, and nothing's changed.
Yeah, so it's like Groundhog Day over and over and over again.
Basically, man.
Yeah, Villar, what you say, man?
No, I'm good, man. How are
You
you?
hear what just happened in the report? So Arteta's not being sacked, no matter what, win, lose, or draw in every game for the rest of the season. He's going to get the summer, and that they're going to probably spend a spending spree, reportedly up the region upwards of 120 million. That's including sales, probably. So, but hey, I don't know what kind of spending spree that is, but.
Did you see the tweet I sent you? That the Arsenal Twitter account is following the Spotify owner. It must be something.
Nah, we already spoke about this. Okay, I'm gonna show everybody. So you think this is something, nothing, or everything? Be honest. You think it's something?
It is something. Yeah, it is something.
You think this is something?
When I
of course.
You know what Sahal said? Sahal said the admin who followed him back is gonna get sacked.
When I first saw it, I thought it was something. But everyone in the comments was saying, "Oh, Arsenal been following him for quite a while." So I'm not really sure what to believe, to be honest.
Yeah. By the way, 120 million spending spree. That's nothing in football. Let's be real.
In terms of elite football, that ain't much, man. Like
we need 300 million
for 120 million.
We need 300 million to get back into top 4.
It's gonna take a lot, man. It's gonna take a lot.
Yeah. Guido Express, you still there?
Yeah, okay.
All right. Thoughts on this 200 million pound spending spree?
200, you say, yeah?
No, basically it's going to be 120 sales before sales.
Is that what Kroenke said? Is that how much he's going to spend?
120 before sales, yeah.
What a bacon, bro. Seriously. 120 million. Is this guy an idiot? Like, is he actually, we need to fill at least 6 spaces in the squad, possibly even more, right? If he thinks 120 million is even going to get us 3 quality players that we need, he's an idiot. Basuma alone is going to be 40. If you want Weghorst, which we linked to, he's going to be at least 40 to 50 because he's really highly rated. If you want a new goalkeeper, it's going to cost a lot in wages, or depending on who you're getting, a lot in actual money as well. And then a right back, Hakimi's going to be 50 mil, Lamptey's going to be at least 40, Aaron's will be at least 30. Like,
Emerson.
The calculations are just wrong. What, are we going to go and get like 20 El Nenis or something?
And Guido Express, this is what I was saying.
One second. Let me just stop you. Let me introduce a new guest. We got M on the chat. M, it's your first time here. Big up to you. Everyone in the chat, give him a round of applause. M, what are you saying? Oh, he left.
Nah, he cut out, man.
Oh man, he bottled it. M bottled it, guys.
So what I was saying before is what Guido Express was saying, how the calculations don't add up. That is a symptom, let's say, of not employing the right people to run the club and to make these transfer negotiations, to do the recruitment side of things. That's just another issue that comes from stupidity from the owners.
Yeah.
But how many players do we need? I mean, like, how many players in defense, how many in midfield, and how many attackers do we need?
I think we need minimum 6 signings just to get back to competing.
Yeah.
Well, we need what? A new goalkeeper, because Leno's leaving. We need to sign Matt Ryan as well. So that's 2. Right back, that's 3. A backup left back, 4. Possibly a new centre back if David Luiz leaves, so 5. 2 new centre defensive mids, that's 7. A new striker, 8. And then if we want a new winger, which I'm not too fussed about, but if we was to get one, that's 9 signings. 9 or between 7 and 9 signings.
Yeah, I think we should
That's mad.
focus more on the quality rather than the quantity.
Yeah,
Because
agree,
we have
agree.
a lot of centre backs at our club, but none of them are good enough, apart from maybe Gabriel. So, yeah, I think we should focus. I would rather us sign only 3 players, but quality players, rather than signing like 7 or 8 average players.
Guido
Do we
Express,
need,
you know,
do we
Guido
need,
Express,
do
you
we
know
need
what you
the
forgot
Jack
about.
Grealishes, though? Do we
You know
need
what you
these kind of signings?
Speaking about like the Jack Grealish thing, yeah. I was about to say, what about the Odegaard signing? Or is Odegaard going to sign permanently?
No,
I
he's
bloody hope not.
we're not signing him.
What did Jack?
In my opinion, Odegaard is not cutting the mustard. But yo,
I've been saying that since he's been here.
J-Links, you're back. What you saying? Unmute yourself.
Ayo.
Yeah. He keeps bottling it. What's going on with everyone today? So people are asking where I got this £120 million spending spree valuation from. I'll find the article for you and I'll show it to you guys. Basically, what the Kroenke'S were saying that they're going to appease the fans with signings, and that they're going to spend money this summer, and that they're going to try to spend. They're going to up their ante in net spend, or which anyway. Net spend doesn't exist. But yeah, that's the thoughts behind it. What do you guys think?
I don't believe it until I see it.
I agree.
Actions speak louder than
Jasmine?
words.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting, actually. You know, I'm sorry, there's a fire alarm.
No, it's cool.
I'm gonna put on mute myself.
I know, it's cool. Guido Express already said his thing. Kirsten, what are you saying?
With a 120 million thing, again, actions speak louder than words. When you haven't seen something put into practice before, you can never really believe it until it happens. So just gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah. I'm gonna find this article for you guys. Oh, remember, Arsenal still owe the £120 million loan that they took
To the bank.
Yeah. So when they say spend 120 mil, how are they going to spend 120 mil if they still owe the bank 120 mil?
That's probably what he's referring to.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Do you think so?
Like Kristen just said, that's a very Kroenke thing to do, so I would not be surprised.
For me, with owners like
I found it.
With owners like GSB at West Ham, with Kroenke here, with Kroenke at Arsenal, with Glazers and Man United, I expect stupidity. Some things are just too simple for these guys to do. Some things are too simple. Some things are just too logical for these owners to do. So I expect them to just go do the idiotic thing.
Arsenal could. This is not the article, but this is another article referring to the £120 million. This is more of a hypothetical. This is not the actual quote. This is hypothetical. Arsenal could spend 124 million. Honestly, I don't know how these guys come up with these stories. They're literally hypothetical bullshit.
Hey man, we just gotta wait and see, innit?
But is that with Champions League or without Champions League?
That's with or without.
Okay. Yeah. I expect more. If you get into Champions League, I expect more than that, to be honest.
They're saying after sales, they're expecting at least. After sales, they're expecting at least 90 million in return from Guendouzi, Torreira, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Hector Bellerin, and Lacazette.
The first thing they need to do is spend 15 million a year on a proper manager and get this clown out of the club. I mean, they're trying to save like 10 million a year on a manager, which overall picture is like the manager is the most important position in the squad. So why are you trying to save 10 million of wages of a manager? Just get a proper manager rather than going for a cheaper option.
Yeah. And guys, do me a favor, guys. Everyone watching, go follow me on Twitter. My Twitter is @thekiddyg. Right? Go check me out on Twitter. And you know what? We got Zed here. Zed, what's good?
What's good, bro?
Chat to me. What are you saying?
I think the Kroenke'S probably will spend this summer to appease the fans, but like they should sack Arteta anyways, even if Arsenal win the Europa League.
Okay, let me ask you this. Everyone's saying to me, sack Arteta, sack Arteta, sack Arteta, sack Arteta. Do you feel like they are trying to give him time because they didn't give Emery time? They're trying to change their ways, and they feel like it makes sense to give him time over sacking him because they don't have the right setup behind Arteta to hire a new manager.
Well, if you have to give someone some time, there has to be a certain experience. Arteta has no experience. If you would have given Unai Emery time, we know that Unai Emery has won Europa League before with Sevilla. We know he has won titles before. So if you give that kind of a person some time, that's still a little bit logical. But if you give someone with more experience time, then who knows what's going to happen, right? Like if you give Mikel 3 years, I mean, what's the guarantee we're going to finish in top 4? Because he has no experience, right? I would rather give an experienced manager time rather than an inexperienced manager time.
Yeah, yo, if 20 people comment the number 1, I'll make him a mod. There you go. Connor's in the chat. Connor, what are you saying?
Corey,
I'm sorry.
you're fine. I'm just joking.
I've been messing up people's names lately.
Corey, you know.
No, you're fine. But yeah, the 120 million is absolute bullshit. That is not happening.
Okay, so what do you think's happening?
No money will be spent. Well, not serious money if we want to get back to where we want to be.
Okay, let me give you. Let me tell you where this article came from. So this was exactly what was said, right? They said that it was around the protests. So this was what was being said.
Protests around Emirates Stadium calling for current owners KSE to sell the club are unlikely to lead to any change.
And then this is where the 120 million part comes in.
In fact, Stan Kroenke is more likely to dig into his pocket to try to placate the anger and bid to enhance the team's chances of a better campaign next time around. One clear problem though is the club's current status, as they sit 9th in the Premier League.
So basically, long story short, they think that the club is not going to go anywhere, and that they need to invest money into it to get better, but they're going to only do it to appease the fans. And if they do spend 120 mil or even close to 200 mil, majority of it will be on player sales.
Yeah, can I just go back to one thing about what you said earlier?
Yeah.
You said about giving Arteta time. I feel like like you said about how the board feel like they should change their ways because they didn't give Emery time and they should give Arteta time. I feel like there should be steps and targets that he has to achieve to warrant that time, if you know what I mean. So being 9th in the league, I don't think warrants time. You know what I'm trying to say? So I can understand where you're coming from. Like maybe the board want to change their ways to see what works, but I can't really, with what Arteta is doing, I can't really see a valid reason as to why he deserves to stay there.
If we go out on Thursday, I can't see how he keeps his job.
Yeah. D20 edit. If you just come back for 2 more videos and I see you in the chat consistently, then I'll make you a mod. Don't worry. Look, you said something crazy right there. That actually, if he loses this game on Thursday, he's not getting sacked. You do realize that, right?
I doubt he gets sacked.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Christian.
Everyone
agrees that he's not going to get sacked. Let's be real.
I mean, I doubt he'll get sacked because I don't feel he's under immense pressure.
He's not under any pressure. They've told him your job is safe. You finish 10th, and you lose the Europa League, and we lose every game for the rest of the season, or draw or win every game for the rest of the season. Your job is safe.
Let's just say, let me do a hypothetical. I know we don't like doing hypotheticals, so let me do one. Arsenal go out on Thursday. Where do you go from there? What happens?
The rest of the season's are done. It's almost like Super League happened because we don't care about the rest of the season regardless.
Oh man.
You do realize win, lose, or draw Thursday, our eggs are only in the Europa League. Nothing else matters for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
our eggs have been in the Europa League since February.
Not true. There was a chance. Look at it this way: we were tied on points with Chelsea before they sacked Lampard.
And they made the big decision. They sacked Lampard. We stuck with Arteta.
Yeah.
No, but the thing is, Chelsea had this setup.
They went and got Tuchel, They went and got Tuchel. Then I won a Champions League semi-final. They're top 4. They're succeeding.
I'm not saying that if we sacked him, we wouldn't be in the position Chelsea are, but we'd be in a better than where we are now. Probably outside Chelsea top 4 at best.
I don't know how we always turn into a sack Arteta competition, but let me ask you guys this: what's your predictions for the Arsenal Villarreal game?
I'm gonna say 1-1. Villarreal will go through to the final.
1-1. Villarreal will go through. What about yourselves, Vlar?
I have a feeling we're gonna win 2-1 and go into extra time, but I don't know what happens from there. But I have a strange feeling it's gonna be crazy.
Corey?
I have no idea.
Gunnar Express?
1-0 Arsenal. But we'll go through, luckily.
Jasmine?
3-2 Arsenal. Villarreal will go.
Man backing up like a truck. I continue?
3-2 Arsenal. Villarreal go through.
All I hear is the truck, bro.
He said 3-2 Arsenal. 3-2 to Arsenal, but Villarreal will go through.
Okay. That's funny. What else is there? Then we got my guy Z. Dragon Ball Z, talk to me. I'm not talking to you, Corey. I'm talking to Z. Yo, my guy's done.
No, maybe say Z. Maybe say Z.
Oh, he's unmuted himself.
Probably
All right, go ahead, bro.
I said Z and he answered.
2-0 Arsenal.
What are you saying, bro?
He said 2-0 Arsenal.
Okay, bro. For some reason, I can't hear people today. Anyways.
Sorry, apologies. It wasn't the truck. It was the fire alarm in the building. So apologies for that.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I know. I'm just trolling. But yeah, people in the chat, people are saying 2-0, 2-1. I don't know what you want to know what the betting odds for Arsenal to get advanced are. I was looking at it to see what's the odds of us winning. It's not good. It's not good. They have us at like, what was it? They have us at 9 to 20 odds of no, sorry, that's the wrong game. That's West Brom. They have us 17 to 20 odds. I don't know what that is. Have you guys heard that? 17 to 20 odds. That is 85% chance of us losing.
To Villarreal or in the final?
No, that's 80% chance of us winning, actually. What's Villarreal's chance of winning? 16 to 5. What kind of odds are these for gambling? Oh, so Villarreal win. You get 3. Why are we the favorites?
Because we're at home, probably.
No, but we're massive favorites. We're massive favorites.
Maybe just for this time, but not for
Villarreal. You bet $1 on Villarreal, you get 3.2. You bet $1 on Arsenal, you get 80 cents. Let me guess. It's because a lot of people bet on Arsenal to win, right?
Probably.
That's probably right. Anyways, you can't trust the betting odds. That's all I know. Anyways, we got M. Does your internet work now?
Yes.
All right. What were you gonna say?
Where are your standards?
What do you mean? Where are your standards?
You like where are Arsenal standards?
They're on the
you
floor.
Went from Champions League, top 4, top 6. Now you're 8th and you're doing take your time with it. Where are your standards?
You're clearly not an Arsenal fan. Who do you support?
I support United.
All right. I'll tell you this. The standards have been on the floor for a couple seasons now.
Have you seen, look at your team. Your team's actually decent.
No, it's not.
3 to 4 players work in our team. Partey, Gabriel, Tierney, if Shaw's inconsistent. Pepe, I like Pepe. He could work. He could do bits in our team. Lacazette, Saka, they can work in our team. And you say you can't even be like top 6 at most.
It's true.
He's clearly the manager. Because look at your team. Your team's actually half decent.
Yeah,
and
it's true,
I say in Allegri can do better with that squad that you have right now.
Absolutely, man. the first Manchester United fan ever who speaks sense, man. It's this guy.
Man came in, chose violence, you know. Anyways, yeah, he's spot on. I'm not gonna lie to you, he's spot on. We do have better players than the position we're in. Arteta is completely massively underachieving, and you know what? As much as everyone criticizes him, and I try to back him, I don't have anything to say in that situation. Our standards have dropped a lot, but I would say this: we don't have the setup, and we don't have the same consistency from the back room and office to hire another person. We have had a situation where we have had so much changeover from the back, where you don't have the same people even working in the same office for more than 2 years. Look at that. Since Arsene Wenger has left, who's been in charge? You've had Vinay, you've had Edu, you've had Raul, you've had Sven Mislintat. You've had so many guys change over that I don't think any of them have had more than 2 windows together. And that does affect the performance on the pitch. But yeah, guys, I'm done for today. Big up to everybody watching, all the people in the chat. Appreciate you guys, and have yourselves a wonderful day. What's going on, everybody? I need you guys to go check out my channel and subscribe if you're new. And don't forget to subscribe, hit that button, and hit that notification bell while you're at it, ladies and gentlemen. EGTV, you already know. And if you're on your phone, it's even easier. Press that like button for me. And you know what? Subscribe while you're still here. And big up to everybody watching. Check out most